Hello, VC, and whoever's watching. After the last video, I think it was about the two record shows. Um, I was still able to get some records, like beside those record fairs, and beside the trip to Hamburg, which about which I will make a video too. So I consider this to be like maybe the spring haul of 2025. Um, got several nice records, especially one that I was looking for a long time, which I will show you. And I would say we just get started. Um, the first one is Melanie, Garden in the City. I think Melanie is pretty common. Um, you usually find her records like in the $4 or $5 bin. Um, I was looking for this particular record because of the song "People in the Front Row." A good friend of mine showed it to me, and it's just a fantastic song. In fact, she's a fantastic singer-songwriter, a fantastic singer, and in my eyes, she doesn't really get like the credit she deserves as a musician. Maybe that's because she released so many records and not all of them have like the same quality level. But this is definitely a good one, especially people in the front row. I think it was remixed, reused, or sampled for a hip hop track. Um, at least I realized the flutes that are played in the song. Check it out; it's definitely worth it. Nice record by Melanie. The next one is a bootleg from the Swinging Pig. This is the Birds live in Stockholm, in Sweden, in 1967. This is from the early state of the career of the Birds. It's actually a pretty short record. I can show you. Comes on clear blue vinyl, and as you can see, the tracks are not that long. Maybe you can consider to be more like an EP. But still, it's the Birds. I love this band. It's very interesting to get like live material from the early stage. I think there's an official live record, Untitled, which has one side studio tracks, one side live tracks. This time they were really fantastic on Untitled. But it's also pretty interesting, to listen to the band in their very early state of their career. Um, I don't think it's too special, just a nice document of this very nice band. The next one is actually a live record too. It's a box set. This is Bob Dylan Bootleg Series Volume 5, the Rolling Thunder Review. For those of you who don't know, in the 70s, Dylan did a tour called the Rolling Thunder Review. It was just right before he released Desire, and he was on tour with many musicians like John Baez, Roger McGuinn. I think Mick Ronson also played on that tour. So there was a huge band. It was more like it wasn't like a totally planned through tour. It was more like an event. I think they traveled through the country. They went to small venues and then they performed for several hours on stage. Did different arrangements to the songs, and it's definitely a very interesting phase in the career of Bob Dylan. So this comes in a very nice box. It has a booklet in it. On top, 3 LPs. I don't think no. I actually read about it. This is not like a full recorded show. So there's several different performances of the Rolling Thunder tour. But still, it's a fantastic live document of Dylan of that era. And if you're more interested in that, you can check out on Netflix. There's a um, documentary about this tour by Martin Scorsese, who is a fantastic director, especially talking about music, music documentaries or concert movies. Like he did The Last Waltz, he did Living in the Material World, and I think he also was involved in cutting the Woodstock movie. Not 100% sure about that, but definitely worth it to check it out if you want to see like another side of Bob Dylan. The next one is a box set as well. It's actually from the Bootleg Series 2. This is volume 15. It's called Traveling Through. So this It's from the late 60s, 67 to 69, and it covers we call it the um, country face of Bob Dylan. So again, it comes with a nice bootleg. You have 3 LPs in there. I think 1 LP is for Nashville Skyline, 1 LP is for John Wesley Harding, so their studio outtakes, alternate versions, all that, and 1 LP is like rehearsal material when he played at a Johnny Cash show and when he actually played at the show. So there's this is very country oriented. I really adore Bob Dylan. Uh, at this stage of his career, I really like his country stuff. I'm still looking for John Wesley Harding, but Nashville Skyline is a fantastic record, and this is a great addition to the collection to get more into that side of Bob Dylan. The next one, this is Krautrock, though I don't think it's like a classic. This is Amon 2, called Wolf City. This comes on the United Artists label. This is the original German pressing, and I don't know what to say about Amon 2. It's like very experimental. I think you can mostly compare it with psychedelic rock, but they're very interesting elements on those records. So definitely worth it to check it out. It's always worth it for a surprise. I prefer side 2 more than side 1, which seemed a bit messy. But side B is fantastic with Wolf City, Deutsch Nepal, Sleepwalkers, Timeless Bridge. Fantastic tracks. And definitely worth it to check it out. Amon 2. For the next one, I was looking for a very long time. I think the problem is that there's only, I think, an Italian pressing, UK pressings, and Japanese pressings, and it barely ever shows up when I go to record stores. I think I've seen it maybe once or twice, and it was way too expensive. So I found this online. I got it for a very decent price. I'm very glad to add it to the collection. This is Syd Barrett, The Madcap Laughs. So when Syd Barrett left Pink Floyd, or we can also say I think Pink Floyd kicked out Syd Barrett, depends on how you look at the story. He was still active as a musician, not very long, but he released, I think, 2 records. There's Barrett and The Madcap Laughs, and also there's a record called Opel, but I don't know whether it's really a studio record or just outtakes and stuff like that. But this is, I think, his first record after the Pink Floyd breakup, or after he left Pink Floyd. It's how you describe it? It's psychedelic folk, I'd say, but in a great way. It has all the elements, or a lot of elements that you hear on The Pipe at the Gates of Dawn. So you definitely hear this is Syd Barrett. It has also, I was reminded of lo-fi records. Sometimes sounds very amateurish, but in a very good way. So it sounds very handmade. It has a fantastic sound, and in fact, I didn't know about this pressing. I just thought this is like the third stage record. So I think there are 3 or 4 pressings of this record in the UK. I didn't know about it. I just found out when I bought it. This is a special release with I don't know, 1969 trademark or a copyright sign on it, which makes it, at least according to Discogs, way more expensive. I have no clue why. Maybe you know about it. Usually the reissues go for like $50. This is like double the price or double that price. I don't know why it's so expensive. I just love the record itself. It's great music. It has a great sound. And if you like the early Pink Floyd, like Pipe at the Gates of Dawn, check this one out too. The next one, I knew this one from a magazine actually, and always wanted to give it a spin. This is Black Widow, number 3. So there are 2 other Black Widow records released before that. That's the backside. Yeah, I think I would describe it as a prog rock record with different stages or intensities of prog. So sometimes it's just more rock. It's a very great record. This comes on the Orange CBS label. I don't know how to describe it. Like the singer has like a voice that you don't hear too often. Maybe you have to get used to it, but it's worth to give it a try. If you're into prog rock, but don't want to get like into don't want it to be too proggish, just check this one out. Um, all right, two more records. So this one is a Krautrock one too. Um, from a band that I was hoping to get a record for a long time. Still looking for some records by them. Um, but just to have a start, I got this one. This is Popol Vuh. Letzte Tage, letzte Nächte, so last days, last nights. I think it's from '76. Yeah, this is the original German pressing on United Artists. Um, I'm not sure. I have to read again whether this was a soundtrack for a movie. Popol Vuh did it a lot. They worked a lot with Werner Herzog. Um, I don't know whether this is a soundtrack or just a regular studio album, but it's a fantastic record. Very interesting songwriting. The songs are very short, or like 3 or 4 minutes long. Um, but lovely record, great band, and a great start to get into Popol Vuh. So in the last one, uh, I said in the last video that I'm not a big fan of the term Grail, uh, because in my eyes it's used way too often, and fair enough, I used it for a record in the last video, which was Sweet Smoke, and um, this record I still consider to be a Grail. That's because I was looking for it for a very long time, I think several years now. It barely shows up even on the internet, and if it does, it's very, very expensive, way above the average Discogs price. And actually, I was looking for an eBay seller who got this record in poor shape. The record was in great shape, but the cover was not that good. And I was um, thinking about for a long time whether I should buy or not. Then this one popped up, and I bought it immediately. So without further ado, this is self-titled "Help Yourself" on that's the UK original pressing. Comes on the Liberty label. I got introduced to "Help Yourself" by a magazine article a few years ago. This was the first record I checked out, and to Kathleen They Fell. This was like the track that really hooked me up. I said, "Oh wow, I want this record." And then after that, I was looking for it for years. I rarely ever saw it, never in real life. As I said, barely online. If so, very expensive. Um, so I'm very, very glad this popped up that I could buy it. Now I have all the studio albums. I've shown to you the other Help Yourself records and some videos before. Um, this is a great addition, a great finish for my Help Yourself collection, and overall a great addition to the collection itself. I highly recommend it. Just check out Kathleen They Fell. Fantastic track. Some psychedelic folk on this one, and it's to me a very unique song. Check it out. So that's it for today. That's the, let's say, Spring Haul 2025. I hope you enjoyed, and there will be another video about Hamburg. I don't know which one I will upload first, this one or the other one, but there will be more material. So hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.